A demon llama?
Demon llama!
Where?
What are you talking about?
And welcome to the Ruby Tuesday. My name is Ruben.
And I'm Kay.
And today we are reviewing Netflix's original movie, The Wrong Missy. So The Wrong Missy is part of Adam Sandler's new contract that he has with Netflix. There's 3 new films. This is the first of the 3. Adam Sandler is not in this, but it's a Happy Gilmore production in conjunction with Netflix. Obviously, they've funded it, and so the Happy Gilmore troops are here to be seen. You'll see a lot of recognizable faces that you see in Adam Sandler films. You can do it!
You can do it!
Is one particular one that I really enjoyed seeing him in this film.
Can I just double check that it's not Happy Madison?
What did I say?
Happy Gilmore.
Is Happy Madison. Happy Gilmore's one of the Happy Madison films. Wow. They're just happy. Yeah, thanks. Good catch, babe.
Yeah. So this film is basically it's a romantic comedy, but it's more comedy. It's about a guy who goes on a blind date from hell, like with this woman who's just completely insane. Her name's Melissa, but everyone calls her Missy. And then a few months later, he bumps into a woman at the airport, and her name's also Melissa, and she is like the perfect match for him. They're identical kind of thing. Comedy ensues and mistaken identities.
So at a corporate retreat, he invites a Missy to go with him. Obviously,
A Melissa.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Obviously, by the title of the film, you can guess it's the wrong one, and you can guess because she is mental that shenanigans happen.
Let's put it that way. Shenanigans.
The cast is fantastic. Lauren Lapkus, who is Missy, the main Missy, she's one of the main protagonists. I really like her. I thought she pretty much stole the film. You know, Sarah Chalk from Scrubs, David Spade, who obviously is from The Emperor's New Groove, because that's how I associate David Spade.
Oh, touchy.
Obviously, he's been in the cornucopia of other content.
Emperor Cusco.
Emperor Cusco. Rob Schneider. Just, the list is very interesting. This is a Happy Madison production in its full glory. This is one of those films that when I invite Kirsten to watch with me, I normally don't say who it's made by, because you don't love Happy Madison films.
I do not.
And I can understand that, because there are a lot of Adam Sandler-esque films that are not funny if you don't have that sort of funny bone. If you don't like that sort of comedy, you're going to find it just like a chore to get through. You're not going to enjoy the comedy moments. You're not going to enjoy the jokes that they have in it, or how the humor is situated. And for a lot of this film, there is that definite cringy humor. But I would say do stick out with it, because it's a setup that they use. I feel like the first half of the film is just, it's cringe fest. A lot of the time you're like, the stuff they say, the way they play it, it's over the top and absolutely ridiculous. And I found myself laughing a lot more than I thought I was going to. But I think that's because of how ridiculous the situations were that they find themselves in. So I do feel like this film will still split audiences. There will be those that like watch the first 20 minutes and go, nope, this is not for me. Yeah. And then there'll be those that know Adam Sandler films and know to stick it out, because normally there's a continuation of the storyline that you get invested, but you have to kind of sit through the premise for the film to find its feet almost, or for the film to do what it needs to do. The director has made similar films of this nature. He's even done one with David Spade. So you know what you're going to get. It's very similar to what it says on the tin.
Yeah. I mean, for me personally, because I'm not a fan of this kind of movie, I found the first half incredibly difficult to get through. I actually had to take a break. I had to walk out the room, go play with my cat, and then come back and be like, okay, hit me with it. But I found that by the end, I was really enjoying it.
Yeah. I think the characters do change a lot in this film, which I think is good. Missy dies down a bit in her craziness, and once you see the human side of her, that's not always over the top and absolutely mental crazy, you see that she is like almost the life of the party, and some people's characteristics would do well to have this sort of character in their lives. I do think that you can guess play for play what's going to happen. It definitely ticks all those boxes, like, you know what's going to happen with this character, you know what's going to happen to this character, and then by the end of the movie, it's going to do that. So it doesn't do anything new.
No.
But I do think that the laughs are there to be had, and the characteristics, if you like this sort of comedy, you're going to enjoy. Especially if you enjoy the over-topness, because there's a lot of over-topness in this.
Yeah.
It is a 15, and it does have adult humor, so do be aware.
Yes.
It's not a Happy Madison film that is for young members, I would say 12 and under. Depending on what you allow your children
sexual
or
innuendo.
your teenagers.
Not even innuendo.
Not
like,
innuendo.
Just sexual, like in your faceness.
Yeah, and there's there's a lot of swearing, so do bear that in mind. Don't just switch this on and think that you can watch this with your family. 15 and up is there's a reason why it's 15. But if you like this sort of comedy, you're gonna find it funny. And I think there are moments that really shine in this film in comedy. There's jokes that just work, which I was surprised by, because I expected it to be all cringe and that sort of humor. And that sort of humor. But there are moments in this where I just cracked up laughing because I thought it was genuinely funny. There were even moments that you laughed.
Yes.
Yes.
Rare.
Rare moments. You enjoyed it more than you let on.
Oh yeah, I mean by the end of it I was actually genuinely enjoying it, but at the beginning I was definitely just watching it so I could review it.
When the film starts rolling its credits, it rolls for a bit, and I said to Kay that, this film is one of those that's crying out to have sequences at the end. You know, the comedy bits, outtakes, anything like that, and I was disappointed. But if you stick with it, there is actually a sequence, so don't let Netflix suggest something else to you.
Yeah.
Wait for a few moments and then watch that clip, because it's pretty funny again.
Yeah. One thing I did really appreciate about this film is that you didn't have any up and downy volume issues.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah, which is actually quite rare these days. Normally, you're having to there's an action sequence or something's happening, and you're having oh damn, that's so loud, and then they start talking, and you're like, what are they saying? So this one actually, they got the sound levels good. It was consistent the whole way through, which is great.
Yeah, that's true. Talking about consistency, there is an air of a believability that you're going to have to put aside. These characters all have plot protection. And I mean, they're immortal.
Yeah.
So when it's like slapstick comedy, when somebody gets hurt,
they don't actually get hurt.
They don't get hurt.
Yeah.
They just miraculously are alive a moment later, or they're healed a moment later. If you've come to this to think that this is a real life comedy with real life accurate moments, that's not what this is. This is full Happy Gilmore, cringeworthy adult fest, but actually is a lot of fun and easy just to kind of watch. Not in the background, because I think you kind of have to pay attention. You know where it's going to go. But if you want to see an actor really overact and be like her best in craziness, then I think it's worth watching just for her.
Yeah, and I really admire her energy, because to pull that off constantly, she would have had to be on Red Bull. I don't know. I mean, she would have had to have so much energy to be that big.
I really feel like fans of this kind of format, this is going to be one of those films that when you've watched a number of times or a couple of times, you can talk with your friends and say, that moment when they did that, without doing any spoilers, or when she did that, or when he did that. I can't believe they did that. It's going to be one of those that you can talk about. You'll be saying
lines from it.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, a bit like Monty Python.
Yeah. Love Monty Python, but this is definitely, I think, one of the better Adam Sandler comedies of late. There's been a few that have been really cringy and didn't quite work. We enjoyed the Jennifer Aniston one, and then Sandler. I thought that was quite good because that was a mystery. I think it was called Murder Mystery.
Yeah, that was
which was a lot of fun. And this was also a lot of fun. You know what to expect from this. I don't think it's going to do anything outside of the book. But still, it was all right.
Yeah, paint by numbers comedy.
Yeah. What would you rate this?
Yeah, B.
Yeah, I was going to go for a B. I was going to give it a B+, but I think B is fair.
Yeah.
Let us know in the comments below, what's your favourite Adam Sandler film or Happy Gilmore film?
Madison.
Happy Madison film? Well, my brain really wants to do that, doesn't it?
Really does.
Or did you enjoy this or did you hate it? Do chat to us in the comments below, but most of all, until next time, remember,
Live long and Tuesday.